Hey y'all, welcome to the Budding Magnolia YouTube channel. My name's Drew and today's tutorial is going to be a Lovey blanket or a Taggie blanket, whichever you prefer to call these. These make great baby shower gifts. My son got one when he was a baby and this thing went everywhere with him. It was in the car, he had to have it when he went to sleep. I mean, this thing got toted and they wash great. So let's gather our materials and let's get started. So these are the materials that we're going to need today to make our Taggie blanket. So we're going to need fleece or flannel. I'm using fleece today. You're going to need a Minky material. You'll need a ruler, or you can use your cutting mat, scissors, or a rotary cutter. You're going to need your ribbon. You want to get a smooth ribbon like this. And you're going to need some clips or some pins. I prefer clips, so that's what I'm using today. So you're going to cut your material into 12-inch by 12-inch squares. Okay, so both of these are going to be 12 inches by 12 inches. Your ribbon you want to cut into 5.5 to 6-inch sections. And I'm doing 8 because I'm doing 2 on each side. You can do 1 on each side, 1 on the corner, however you want to do it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our ribbon and fold it in half. And you want to put the closed side, so not the open side, the closed side, you want it facing in, like so. See, here's the open bit right there. And you want to clip that into place. And you're going to go through here and do that with each section of ribbon that you have, placing it where you think you want it on here. And I put it about 1/2 inch hanging over just to make sure that it's getting caught in there. Make sure that these little tags aren't going to come out. So just work your way around clipping here. I'm just eyeballing this. You can measure it if you want to be exactly even, but I'm just eyeballing it. Now that we've clipped those, double check and make sure that everything that is facing out is the open end. Because if it's not, you're going to have to undo all your stitches and it's not fun. Okay, and I forgot to say we are clipping this to the right side of the material. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. Then we're going to take our piece of Minky and the right side that's fuzzy and has these little bumps, we're going to lay it face down. So we're looking at the wrong side right now. I'm going to lay it face down on top of our fleece fabric here. And again, with the clips, we're going to go through and we're going to clip these together. Once you get these clipped together, you're going to want to leave a gap on one side. Doesn't matter which side, you want to leave probably about a 4-inch or so gap because this is where we're going to flip it through. So I'll show you that when we come to it. So we're going to take it to the machine and we're going to sew at probably about a 1/2-inch seam allowance. And we're going to start here, so all the way around and stop here. So we're going to have a gap from here to here that we're going to use to turn this inside out when we're ready. Okay, we're going to take it to the machine now. Okay, now we're over here at the machine. And we're going to put it under our needle here. Like I said, we're going to do 1/2-inch seam allowance. I'm going to go ahead and get this clip out of my way. Remember, at the beginning and at the end, we're going to backstitch and really backstitch it good at the beginning here so that it doesn't pop the threads when we go to turn it inside out. Okay. Like I said, we're going along here at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And one of my pieces of fabric is a little longer than my other piece. So it looks like I'm doing more than 1/2 inch, but it's 1/2 inch. And you can always trim it down before you do this. I just didn't feel like trimming it down, so we're just going with it. Okay, and here at the end, we're coming up on the end here, and I'm going to backstitch here a couple times, make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to trim my threads here. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and sew over this right here because I didn't realize that I only had half the ribbon caught right there. So I'm going to fix that real quick. I should have plenty of room to turn this even after I do this. Okay. Now the next step is we're just going to start flipping it right side out here. And he just comes through this little hole. Take your finger to fluff out those corners. You can use a chopstick, you can use a crochet hook, or you can use your fingers, whatever you would like. Flip those corners out. You can trim the corners before you do this. It might make it a little less bulky in the corner. I didn't, however. Okay, so now that we have it back up here, so I'm going to show you. Now we've got it turned here. So we're right side out. And we're going to have this little opening here that we're going to have to close. Okay. You can do this 2 different ways. You can do it with a needle and thread by hand, or you can just go ahead and go all the way around doing a top stitch here so it all looks uniform, or you can just close it up right there and have like a little stitch right there, whatever you want to do. I think I prefer to just go around the whole thing and give it a little top stitch. So we're going to do that right now. So we're going to put you back down here to the machine. Okay. And we're just going to go all the way around this. Like do a little back stitch here. And you're doing this about 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. And it just kind of gives it a little extra strength. Hold everything together here. And remember to backstitch at the end. And that's all the sewing for this project. Now we've got it all sewn together. All the holes are closed up, nice and polished and ready to gift. Thank y'all for joining me today. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.